Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We just finished Heaven's Ward, the main story, and I was checking if there are maybe some other quests that I should do, because there was Alexander, and apparently those some side quests are pretty important, especially for later on. So I figured I would do like a little bonus right now before we finish up Heaven's Ward with the side content, and I absolutely forgot to do the Coil of Bahamut. So this is why I'm here, back with Oriange, and yeah, we're gonna do Primal Awakening, but I will do that stuff on my dancer, because why not, you know? So, yeah, let's see what this primal has in store for us. When the Cenary moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar a new primal had roused. The portents gave us to believe one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. Oh, so that was that scream that we heard, or that growling that we heard in the post scene? Or like in the end scene of Reborn. Well, that was a while ago. By thy hand, 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the ether, it was observed that tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest I wonder, this maintenance of our order, does the antecedent straight ways consent that thou shouldst assist her, howsoever thou mayest. Oh my god. As soon as thou art able, hear thee to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for certainty find her visage strikingly familiar. Okay. Well, what is that? Primal nature? Well, might as well take that one too. It is decided the stance of the silence must evolve from shifting sand to unyielding stone. My place, however, is here in this land of unending tragedy. Ever must I remain until the true nature of the primals is revealed unto me. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across this vast realm, a net that catcheth not fish but nuggets of wisdom more valuable than gold. More valuable than gold, oh god. Yet even possessed of this hoard of knowledge, I cannot purchase all the keys to the confounding doors that bar my passage. Thus must I presume to unsheathe the blade born of light. Thine is a strength that shattereth the stoutest barriers, and doth pierce that which obfuscates the impotent gaze of ordinary men. We have not the luxury of time required for my measured scholarly pace. For the Addis nest is astir, hissing with the news of Garuda's return. Her winds have grown ever more violent, ever more destructive. What lieth behind this sudden waxing of power? The answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle to the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, you must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. Oh, that's probably just Garuda Extreme. Or the Howling Eye Extreme, I guess. Alright, I will see you guys in Wineport. Bye-bye! Alright, so we're here with Alice. It has been a wild adventure. As I recall, my brother Alphino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of Pretty Alice Leveilleur, I thank you for coming. I have heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand, the Black Wolf was slain and his ultima weapon destroyed. You're possessed of great strength and courage, that much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I am to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Dalamud's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast influences of ether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius van Belsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As he went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the ether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felt Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed and he vanished together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid within the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Laura. If truth be told, I am not one to rely upon others and have thus far handled matters alone, and I am not blind to my limitations, underscore that I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother and the Scions. I am in your debt. You are a woman of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occidens straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I'm to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray report your success to Storm Private Jabroka. You may consider her my assistant here in Wineport. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, Laura. She could also just help me, you know? Alright, let's do that. Bye-bye. Alright, we made it here. Good thing is, I'm so overleveled they don't even react to me. Alright, I guess that was already it. I'm sorry. I'll go back. Oh, I guess they did react to me. Okay, I'll see you guys. Alright, we are here with Jabroka. I've been expecting you, Laura. By your coming, I take it you have successfully located the cavern entrance inside Castrum Occidens. So that's where it's to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to properly introduce myself. Jabroka is my name, and it is my honor to serve Lady Alize, though for reasons of convenience, at present I also serve the Maelstrom. This uniform accords me certain privileges, you see, in particular ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They provide a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alize of your discovery, that she may prepare for the expedition. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say that dangers lurk beneath Castrum... what dangers lurk beneath Castrum Occidens? For my lady's sake, as well as your own, please spare neither preparation nor caution. Pray choose your companions well. Easy. Okay, well, guess we can already enter the first one. Unfortunately, I do feel like this might be tricky. Damn. Alright, let's do the first one. I will see you guys when the queue pops. Alright, people, we made it finally. I found someone that is helping me out with this run. Oh my gosh. This took way too long. I was in queue for like over an hour, then I went to Limsa Minsa, wrote in a shout like, please someone help me unsync, and then I went to Party Finder, and finally someone is willing to help me. So yeah, we're finally here. The scars left by the calamity. I can scarce breathe for the surfeit of ether. Tell me, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of ether was irrevocably altered 5 years ago. Behold one of the objects that caused that alteration, a fragment of the lesser moon, Dalamud. Ancient ally created Dalamud, or meteor, to use the guardian name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its all inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. Ooh. Maybe the person I'm playing with is already fighting. I'm clearing everything. Amazing, Dalamut's internal defenses still function in spite of everything. Testament to the ingenuity of the elegance. The Guardians seek to appropriate their advanced technology, I'm certain of it. We are about to come face to face with secrets that have long lain buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond, but we have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. Alright. Man, she's saving me. Whoa. And she's so fast. Nice cutscene. So it's just gonna be cutscenes. That's it. Gods preserve. But yeah, I can really recommend just do it unsync with someone. Dark wings that would engulf the very heavens. These could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorzea to waste 5 years ago. Whoa, that's big. A cardinal, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the dreadworm proved too powerful, and he soon broke free of his confines. Yet instead of resuming the destruction he had begun, Bahamut vanished whither to no one knew, until this day. But I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it that he retains his physical form? Did grandfather defeat him, or is there some other explanation? We must press on if we are to learn the truth. What? Someone's watching. Someone was watching. She's clearing the way. I'm running. Can I attack something? Whoop! She's too efficient. Man, this is hilarious. Oh, do we even have to go down here? Oh no. Oh, I guess not. Oopsie. No, I'm getting lost. Wait, do we have to run back? Oh, we have to go there. Ugh, getting lost here. Wait, do I have to go up here or down? Ah! I'm getting lost, man. Oh, she already killed it. Maybe I can teleport, I hope. That would be nice. Oh, it's already over. That works too. Yeah, I'll exit quickly. Well, apparently it's nice for her to join me. That was fast. And we're already done. I love this. But did I miss like the end cutscene or something? Because I left like not through the terminal? I hope not. That would be annoying. Oh, I guess not. I guess not. So apparently this one is confusing. Damn. She's carrying the hell out of me. Where's the gate? Wait, complete already? Damn. Ugh. I don't even have enough time to collect my thoughts to say anything. Oh. Scene. I can't even do anything. But I like that there are not too many cutscenes like explaining a lot of stuff. It's just like get through it, you know. I don't think I want to open the treasure coffers. Like I don't want that junk. I think there isn't even anything good in there. Damn, we're already on the last one. The Ragnarok. Oh, that looks like a claw. Or is it just me? This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. Yeah, I agree. Gods, that the cavern should open up again, even at this depth. This resembles a finger. A whole claw. Not just a finger. And so it should. This is Bahamut's hand. Holy shit, that was a big boy. As with the wings, it seems to be frozen, and for that I count my blessings, but again I find myself wondering how is it able to retain physical form. I had assumed that Bahamut's reversion to ether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm, but if he is still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it then that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? There is still so much we do not know about Cardinal. I haven't the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. Next cutscene. Yay. A dragon. A few dragons. Whoa. Oh, that's like a twin... or something? No? Yeah, Twintania. Nice. Already done. Boop boop. That was already it. That was pretty easy. Or is there more? This contraption, is it used to control the saturation of ether? I suppose there's only one way to find out. The dragon you vanquished earlier, doubtless you noticed the peculiar contraption about its neck. Oh, around its neck. It was likely a receptor of some description used to enslave the creature. Ancient Alec possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. The Ishgardians would kill for this knowledge, though to be sure it could as easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Guardians once learned to their sorrow. I would not be the least bit surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as another reminder of the might of the Elegans. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced the civilization came to fall. Whoa. Gods be good. Whoa! Wait, he's ripped apart. This is Bahamut's head. Oh, that's just his head. Whoa. Heart? What the fuck is that? That enormous crystal, it pulsates as if it were a heart. Then the primal that had awakened was Bahamut all this time. No, this cannot be true. This would mean that grandfather died for naught. That's sad. I mean, it doesn't seem to be a danger. Confound it, we do not know enough to strike at it now. We must withdraw. Who is that? No, it can't be. Who's who? Oh. Grandfather is a truly... What? Oh. Goddamn. No, don't leave me again, please. Grandfather. I know we can do no more for now. God damn. That's something. Do I have to exit? Where's the next quest? Oh, I guess there's another cutscene. This looks like... How did we come to be in Northern Fenelon of all places? Oh, but such details mattered little. Grandfather's alive, Laura. Bahamut did not defeat him. But why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. At any rate, we will both be better for a rest. Let us return to the waking sense and reflect upon what we have seen. Thank you, Laura. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Alright, I guess we're going to the waking sense, and I will see you guys there. Bye-bye. Alright, we're at the waking sands, and we're talking to Oriange. Full glad am I for thy safe return. Lady Alice have apprised me of thy many experiences. As thou wilt doubtless be aware, Master Louisoix was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned was I for her safety, but 'twould seem I need not have been so. With all my heart I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou must speak with Mistress Alice upon that which transpired within the binding coil. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the calamity. Okay. Shall we begin then? Oriange, I understand you have a report of your own to share with us. Aye, my lady, even as thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. In Mordona was it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cardinal Flats. Strange, there have been no reports of primal activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in Northern Fenelon. Somehow the cavern took us all the way from Wilbrand to the heart of Aldernord. It would seem so, my lady. It is all but certain then, after Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Cardno and has since lain dormant, regenerating. Aye, my lady, taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal and the disorder of the etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut's dearth, if left unchecked, the primer shall drink of Eorzea's life force till he doth waken to rain ruin upon the land. That doesn't sound good. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up, Laura. Bahamut may still live, but so too does grandfather. For the past 5 years, he has been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Master Louisoix doth yet live. I just not hope, and thou art certain 'twas no more manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief. I know how desperate this may sound, Oriange, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes, as did Laura. But he vanished deeper into the labyrinth before we had the chance to speak. 2 more like fragments of Dalamut pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other 2, I'm certain that we will find grandfather as well. If thou so believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it please you, I shall notify the grand companies of this development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to avert a repeat of the calamity. That would not be necessary, Oriange. Being the great conciliator that he is, Elfinor will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat. while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the calamity. Nura, you have heard me swear to do these things, but without your strength, I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorzea is not past. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness. Ah. Another turn in the coil. A crystal-choked abyss lies beneath the Cardinal Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal. And by thy hand where truths great and terrible wrested from those once celestial deaths. Yet as is oft the case, an answer doth breed a profusion of questions, and the unknown doth beckon with irresistible allure. Never have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alice has sent word of her coming, this time once more to brave the precipice and leap unflinching into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land. Oh my god. I really struggled to read Ryoji's stuff. Mine apologies, I trust I have not kept you waiting over long. Laura, I am both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum Occidens and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you will well recall, that we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite. And within the depths of that structure, we discovered not the new primal we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with Rambrose, preeminent scholar of the Sons of Saint Koinek, and he in turn did kindly furnish me with his theory concerning the Elder Primal's Allegan prison. It would seem that Dalamud was constructed to gather onto itself the rays of the sun, and hence channel this radiant bounty onto the crystal tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. It was for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Oh snap. Did you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal devices that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal. From the information provided to us by the Sons of Saint Koinek, we have learned that these contraptions were termed interment hulks, that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. And second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the self-same energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He merely is allowed to be. Century upon century was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound about in fetters so subtle in their working, and yet so adamant that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be then that the Allegans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all of the internment hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the ether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm and found in the 12th wood an as yet unexplored fragment of the lesser moon bearing a most familiar etheric signature. And after conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shard fragment and the second of the internment hulks can be entered. As Eorzea's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will of course be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Fulgurp Float and make yourself known to my assistant, Serpent Lieutenant Anael. The fallen fragment is not far from the settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. I will break these elegant fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. Yeah, but maybe it also keeps him alive, like Bahamut, you know? And she has to let him go. Okay, I'll go to Fulgurp Float. Alright, we're here in Fulgurp Float. Lura Arda, I have been expecting you. My name is Anael. I have been accorded to the rank of lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder that I may better assist Lady Alizé with her endeavors here in the 12th Wood. Such authority has allowed me to act without interference from the local soldiery and to conduct a preliminary investigation of the Alder Springs fragment. From what we have seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with the one you explored in Lanosia. Likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians. But I fear words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead. Pray seek out my comrade to the south and west. He is charged with observing all that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment, and will be well placed to show you the thing is nothing less. Alright, let's go find them. Alright, we're here. Damn, my voice is so gonna die. What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground to a bloody pulp under the granite fists of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger. Oh, my apologies, Madam. Lady Alizé did send word of your impending arrival, but 'twould seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon Dalamud. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate in itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance. And that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ends. The interior, well, assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located on the bottommost layer. Past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient elegance seemed so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there is nothing for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alizé will soon be arriving at Fulgurp. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine your young mistress would be most eager to commence the expedition. The road ahead promises peril aplenty, and I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint on preparation or provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Thank you. Oh, okay, I'll go back. Alright, we're back with Anael. Mr. Sarda, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey. Simply securing an approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I dare not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there is aught I might do to aid you. Ah, Lady Alizé. Alizé? Oh, my apologies, Mr. Elfno. Has there been a change of plan? Ayasha informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before she disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Nora, though I would strenuously deny it were she present, my sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alice is one to go above and beyond the call of duty. In our grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. It was that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil, yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it's her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. A time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders. And when it does, we must be strong in our resolve and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There's a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alisaie must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. I'm glad that it is you with whom she makes this journey. If Alisaie is to discover a deeper purpose, then where better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? 'Twas there that I found mine after all. But this past time I was gone, fair fortune in your endeavors, Laura. Lieutenant Anael, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Lady Alisaie is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return. Alright. Hey, we got the second coil. Alright. We're gonna queue up. So here we are, going for the second coil with my carry buddy. Yes, I really have to drink some water. I'm gonna die. Bahamut's Shadow. Sounds cool. Whoa. You can just walk in the air. That's sick. How strange, why could we not see all this before? I suppose it is only to be expected that corrupted crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yalms. The swirling ether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it is not as if we expected this to be the straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we, Laura? It is imperative that we win through to the depths of this structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again. Not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears a suitable point of ingress. Oh, next cutscene. Alright, guess that was it already. I think I'll just do it on my Lancer. But first, I'll eat something. Okay, turn 1 we did, turn 2. It's not gonna do anything, but you know. That armor, no, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, Laura, though it defies all reason that he should live. I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself, the legatus of the 7th Legion. I speak of the madman who brought the Meteor project to fruition. We face the White Raven, Niall van Darnus, harbinger of the 7th Umbral era. Niall van Darnus. Ah, that was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity named me Niall Deus Darnus. The one true deity, Bahamut. He speaks of Bahamut. Oh, Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips, how my heart swells at thy sacred touch. Damn, I really struggle with reading now. No. But I want to finish this. This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory and you will answer to me. Whoop. Can we jump down too? How is this possible? From what Alphino has told me, Niall was slain on the eve of the calamity. Whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. Jump, jump. And the outer coil. No, we did jump. Whoa. It's Medusa, no? She already finished it. Showed up, instant death. Oh, that's actually funny. Do I even get XP for this stuff? I think not. Them. At least for finishing the quests, I think, maybe? I'm reminded of the passages beneath Castrum Occidents. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels, 12 be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. It's difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of the dreadful guardians who I've already placed. Oh, who we've already faced. It is said that the elegants excelled in the creation of chimerical beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with a thousand fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I see. I wonder, the creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children of which Niall spoke? But this is yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onwards? Yes, please. We literally saw this one in the Fury research thing. Whoa. Well, I guess we're gonna try solving this and I'll be back. Alright, we did it! Damn, I'm gonna stack up on stuff here. There. Alright, last one of this coil. I think there are 3? But I'm not 100% sure. But I think usually there should be free. Oh yeah, there are free. I guess. That looks pretty cool. Whoa. That surely cannot be Dalamud. How? Where are we? The final resting place of Niall van Darnus. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my god's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave too. Uh-oh. No. Well. In the hour of his failure, Niall van Darnus felt the currents of ether begin to bear away his essence, but before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out and I was born. Then did the words of my god resound in my ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. It would seem that little remained of Niall's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the result was this strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself. Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape but thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts, bare your teeth. Thy will avail you not in the calamity to come. Guess I'm ready to fight. I'll see you guys when we finish this. Alright, we did it. Or she did it. I didn't do anything, I was dead. Alright, the second coil is done. Now we gotta do the last coil. Or the final coil, I guess. So... ugh. I'm already tired. Got one more to go. Poor creature, would that you had never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into ether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned that what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling what, I wonder, images from your memory, perhaps. But that shell is now broken. Your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. My primal deity. I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? I am Nile von Darnis, legatus of the 7th Legion. No, a moment. My thoughts are clouded and this body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by the lesser moon's ancient prisoner? It will not happen again. You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you, but that's impossible. Once a primal ensnares a mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim, what need has he of a broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm? That I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. But do not assume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project be resurrected, mine and none other. Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Now please, you must tell us more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what has befallen the world and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louisois. Your Louisois' grandchild. Ah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on if you would have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path, but know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving. Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us? Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. Rip. Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken and you shall soar no more. My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes. I recognized that voice, Aurora, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put all right when the final hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it. Sure. Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. The display seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Lanosian Hulk. It shouldn't pose a problem. Nora, forgive me. The moment I beheld Niall's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain then that I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. And yet, look how far we have come. This incredible defeats of which we are capable, our boundless potential. It was this capacity for greatness I believe that grandfather so dearly wished to protect, which all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least. This done, shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit from Oriange's learned perspective. Ooh. Sad. Grandfather, it is you, then why? Abandon this quest, Alice. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils. Sabotage, but we must disable the coils if we are to prevent Bahamut's revival. Your defiance seals your fate. No, you're not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well, we all exist at the pleasure of one divine will. The word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Rip. Scurry back into your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve. But should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you myself. That light in grandfather's eyes, he has suffered the same fate as Niall. My grandsire is no more. That was naught but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged. Alright. Wait, where do we leave? The hell? Oh. It's actually here. Truly, it is wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to Northern Fenelon again, it would appear. I must thank you, Laura. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. But you need not tarry on my account. The danger has passed. Pray go on ahead and apprise Urianger of all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while. Okay, see you guys there. Alright, we made it here. Unfortunately, my partner had to leave, so just gotta look for someone else. I think I'll just finish this quest real quick, and then I will take a quick break. Maybe I'll finish up in the next episode. So, yeah, I mean, there's more to come, but yeah, we will finish this up real quick, this quest, and then we can continue. So, yeah. The triumphant hero doth return. Thine eyes speak of the dread task's completion. The second coil now lieth dormant. Yet I sense the tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me, what ill have cast a shadow which falleth now across thy brow? God. Oh god, there's a whole list cutscene. I can't. An old foe and an old friend. So it was but the ethereal shadow of Master Louisoix that Lady Alice beheld, an unnatural conjuration in thrall to the elder primal. That the fiend should deign to choose him of all men, even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature. I would be hard-pressed to weather such a confrontation. Yet what agonies must the young mistress have endured. Such torment did she never deserve. Mayhap 'twere better if the Lady Alice did absent herself from future forays unto the coils. I've come too far to surrender to grief, Urianger. My lady, I'm resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries. As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak first of the coil's late guardian, Niall van Darnus. Van Darnus was a legatus of the Guardian Empire who strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. If thou hast heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. Aye, he, I say, for Niall was for a certainty no maid. The noble house of Van Darnus, as we discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Alag. 'Twas thus that the legatus came to learn the true nature of Bahamut and to seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Eorzea. But the crystal tower and the mechanisms required to command the satellite yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling Niall to construct a far less subtle mechanism. And in his first faltering attempts to communicate with Bahamut, he did likely rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Henceforth did the White Raven's soul belong to Bahamut. He was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. 'Tis little wonder he was so loath to part with him. Why let a simple thing like death deprive one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling Van Darnus's resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was content to have a handmaiden. Was as content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. and I cannot help but dwell on Niall's words. These beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove this source of worship. Otherwise our efforts to disable the coils shall be for naught. Forgive me mine indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the primal thralls. But canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thine own grandsire? My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut, and aught that might serve to sustain him. Lura, while Umyoshi and I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment I have need of your inimitable talents. That we have achieved so much I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trails have barely begun. Our trials. Oops. Tough time had dulled the pain of thy passing. I find that I am wounded afresh. Master Louisoix, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Charlian. Yet when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, must we truly reach for more? So you have found your resolve, dear sister. Will you now find the use for the secret for the key that only you and I hold? Given our familial propensity for curiosity, you would do well to remember that the keys may serve to seal doors as well as to unlock them. And Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest to whom the door should never have been opened. Oh my god, okay. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see. And please subscribe if you want to see more. I think, yeah, we're gonna continue this tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye bye.